We don't need no more rappers. We don't need no more football players, no more basketball players. We need more managers, more inventors, more positive role models as far as teachers and people that really care. You know, people that really care about other people. We don't need no more rappers and entertainers. We already got all that. You know, we need people to change the world. And that's my statement.
Pat is dope, and I'm here with
Sam Cuffy.
why you so why now? Like, why are you so serious about this situation? We've been losing people to police brutality. They say it could be, racism or anger towards, black people. People get locked up every day. It's crazy out here. It's drugs. It's like domestic violence. Why now?
I feel as though I'm the chosen one. I feel as though the message that I'm getting from a certain spirit is that it's time now to do it while I have the gift. Because if you don't use your gift, it's going to vanish. It's going to evaporate. You're not going to have your gift no more if you don't use it. And it's a lot of men out here, my age or older or younger, that's going through the same situation. We as a people are only going to help ourselves, not the government, not nobody but us. So why not start now? It's been 400 years of oppression and the same thing going on. Somebody has to step up and sacrifice their life for it, and I chose to be that. I chose to be that one.
What's some of the reasons, the voices, the spirits, whatever, what are they telling you why you chosen to do this? Like, why you?
I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of shows, cold nights, a lot of things, a lot of experiences. I had to get baptized in August to be able to know that I'm not the only one that's really living this life, and I need more help than just doing it on my own. I needed God's help, and that spirit is the Holy Spirit that's within you, that's within your heart. Because we're all God's creations. We all have it in us, in our hearts. But this world is a fallen world, So I needed more help from God so I can be able to live my life, live the promise that He wanted us to live. He sacrificed Himself for us. And that's what I believe.
Most stuff. So what's some goals for you 2016? You said, you've been helping kids, you're a motivational speaker, you're using Instagram, to spread your, positives, insights on the world and what's going on and how you're trying to help people. 2016, what's some things that you got to get done for your brand and for who you are?
2016, what I have to get done right now, today, I have to evaluate myself. I have to look myself in the mirror and tell myself what I want to be and whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it to get it done. And that's the first thing. And second thing is I have to put all of my plans to action. It all starts off with action. There's nothing to a dream. You don't get nothing to a dream but sleep. Sleeping and stuff like that. So I got to put them actions to my plans so it can be able to work itself out. And what I'm going to do is start off with high schools. Going to my first high school, Coolidge, to be able to talk to the youth and get the youth motivation, self-empowerment, and give them respect for themselves. They're not respecting their elders or what's really going on right now. They need knowledge. They need to have self-knowledge. So I'm going around the school giving self-knowledge and self-empowerment to the children. The youth that really need it. They really need somebody to look up to be that voice, to help them out, to help them realize what's going on and how serious it is.
Let's talk about some inspirations. You got a bunch of notes, the Bible, books, you speak, Tupac, Farrakhan. Let's talk about some inspirations and who they are and what they mean to you.
Okay, first, I would like to honor my mother. She's a big inspiration to me. She's been through so much. She been through the bottom of her life. She hit rock bottom and came back for her children who she loved. Love is a big key to living life. It's love. Love conquers all. And she's been a big inspiration to me because she gave me unconditional love. You know, growing up as a kid, sometimes we hide our feelings and emotions and stuff like that because we don't want to see people saying us weak or upset or feeling some type of way. But my mother, she was there for me. She came back for me and her other children. She's been a big inspiration, and Tupac has been a big inspiration because he showed me as a role model that you can't just settle for anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand up for something or you're going to fall for anything. You know, and also as far as it's a lot of artists, it's a lot of people that inspire me. You know, it's a lady named Miss Norton Holmes, Eleanor Norton Holmes. She's a big activist for the youth for DC. I even had a round table with her. We discussed about DC Tag and what it did for different students that were in high school who didn't have the proper funds to be able to go to college and stuff like that. She was an individual as a woman, as a congresswoman, to be able to stand up for what's right, and that really inspired me to do the same thing.
What's some things you've been reading lately? Some books, because I took a picture of the book, got a few people like, yo, what's up with that book? Let's talk about the book, and who would you, what age group or all ages, would you recommend the book to?
There's one book that I read one time. I spent some time, brother. I spent some time in jail and stuff like that. I found a book called The Gifts of Freedom. Prison edition. The Gifts of Freedom was a book that I read for like 5, 6, 7, 8 chapters straight. You know what I'm saying? It's a big book. But it really gave me the gifts of freedom spiritually. Having the spirit is the best way to have it in your heart. It's a conscience. Your spirit is telling you a conscience of what's right and what's wrong. And I read books that has a spiritual meaning into it. I also read novels that tell real life stories and real life situations. The best book to really recommend all ages is, I say the Bible. You have to have a certain knowledge of the Bible to be able to live this life that we're living in. So I encourage everybody to be able to read the Bible, and understand this message. You can look it up on Google, type of messages that you need to have. We have a lot of technology that can be able to teach you things, to be able to bring you a step closer to what you need to know. And I also have this book, this one special book, If You're Black, You're Not Worth Much. And back in the days, about 300 years, I take you back, we were being sold for pennies. Even overseas, they were sold for lesser because it was so many blacks that they had to be sold, for what they was worth. It was so many of them, they can get $1 or $2. They used to sell people for potatoes. You know what I'm saying? And this book is basically on net worth. Basic principles to increase anyone's net worth. And I want to give this to you as a gift as well, too. To give you some knowledge on increasing your net worth. And
appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. I was reading back.
It
says middle class American, the households, net worth, it's a lot of, dope things right here. I'm looking forward from a book from you. What's up with you? You gonna write a book or, what I'm saying? Before I say that, before I end the interview off, what's your favorite thing to do? Is it to, read? Is it to write? Is it to be a motivational speaker? What is it the favorite thing to do? You know what I mean?
Growing up in DC, favorite thing is to try to live life. I was trying to play basketball, playing football, enjoying the fruits of life. I'm an outgoing person. I like to be involved with parties. Anything that can be able to help me out with myself, I like to do. Shopping, hanging out with friends, video games. I do a lot of stuff for fun. Anything I can do is probably take my mind off the situation that I'm living in now. You know, I also love to talk to people and motivate people. I know a lot of people out there, and I motivate each and every one of them as much as I can, you know, with artists, with people that's doing promotions, people that's doing anything. I would, you know, encourage you to keep doing what you gotta do, and I'll be there to motivate you as well too. You know, for you to stand tall and keep faith. And that's all I really tell anybody. You know, I'm a positive person. I came from a negative lifestyle, and that negative lifestyle came from living in this world. I did not grow up a negative person at all. I did not know anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't come out your mother's womb with a guide or a book or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to reap the knowledge that's in this world. And this is a fallen world. I go back to that and just saying, like, it's just no way for us to really, you know, I say it's no way for us to really grasp the knowledge unless somebody's there for you to tell you. You know, it's a really touchy subject to really get into. You know, back to the question that you asked. What was the question again?
Your favorite thing to do?
Favorite thing to do?
Write,
you know,
read, listen to music, motivational speaker, you know, taking on with kids, helping them. A lot of the stuff, you know, we talked about behind the scenes, but what's your favorite thing to do, man? When you wake up, you're like, yo, I'm here to do this one specific thing.
Take care of my business. You know, I got a lot of priorities. I got a lot of stuff on my plate. The thing that I like to do the most is take care of my business. I don't care if I didn't get any sleep that night. I'm still want to be up to be able to take care of my business and my priorities. You know, I put a lot into it. I put a lot into where I'm at right now. You know, so I just love taking care of my business. If I know that my business is taken care of, I'm a happy man. I'm a joyful man. You know, that's the most thing I really like to do. And motivational speaking, it really gives me strength. You know, it really gives me strength knowing that what I'm doing is something positive and I'm helping other people.
For sure, man. It's Pat is dope, man. Hey, man, thanks for the book. You know, make sure you follow him on all social media. Make sure y'all check, you know, show the man some love, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, share this interview with somebody else. If it touched you, you know, we got the book right here. We got a lot of stuff like that. If you want to get in contact with him, just hit me up. You can do the same. Hey, man, you got 30 to 45 seconds to, you know, in the interview, say anything I ain't asked you. The stage is all yours.
Few seconds, I would like to also, you know what I'm saying,
My man.
share this with you and stuff like that. You know, it's a very unique bottle, and I came with it to give it to you as a gift.
Okay.
I would like to encourage every man out there to really realize that we can't do it on our own. You know, I'm gonna really need every man to stand up for what's right. You know what I'm saying? Let's create a better future and become better people at heart. I want everybody to love thy neighbor. You understand? Because see yourself in the future and really know what you want for yourself. You know? Changing DC is really what I want to do. I really want to change the world. I really want to start a revolution. I want to start a positive movement. Get with me. Sam the man, the chosen one of DC. You know where to find me. I'll be here.